we talked a lot about product versus API companies and developer
Yeah.
focused companies. We should actually explain it a bit as well, like in terms of what we exactly think of a product company and what we exactly think of a developer focused company. For
Yeah.
example, if I talk about like Google Cloud or something like that, are they more of a product focus or developer focus in that terms?
Yeah. Well, so Google Cloud, Google Cloud, something like a cloud one, it would be more interesting because that is certainly more developer focused. But again, there's still that difference there where there's a product, and then like there's like I assume Google Cloud has APIs, so there's still kind of this distinction between the two. And so the reason that distinction is important is just there's different incentives for people, and so when I say product-based company, what I mean by that is if you think of Smartsheet, if you think of Dropbox, their core customer is a user using their interface of their SaaS tool, of their product. And that user doesn't care about the APIs or anything underlying it. But then that company also offers an API. And external developers use that API to build with things. But the company, can prioritize either or both of those two things. And so one of the things that's very much influenced my experience in developer relations is that kind of distinction between the two, is trying to drive work for those external developers when the company as a whole like sees the most value in the users using their product. Again, Dropbox and Smartsheet are good examples because it's very clearly a product-based company that also offers an API. But for a lot of companies, like their entire product is a developer-facing tool, something that their customers are paying to use this API. And in those cases, incentives tend to be more aligned. Everyone understands that these are the people that are creating value. In the product-based companies, that isn't as clear. And so you get into a lot of conversations of where this feature that we're building has a direct monetary value associated with it because we project this many users will use it. So why do you think, why do these external developers have value to us? Like, why should we expose that feature as a public API even? And so, so that's like that kind of push-pull between external API and product is, has for me very much shaped my experience.
Right, definitely. And actually, that makes a lot of sense. And in terms of if I talk about a big product like a Google Cloud, I guess team-wise, the dependency of product versus APIs will depend on how much focus should be there, right? So in that terms, they can, segregate themselves.
Well, I think even their incentives are still aligned because developers are their customers, because that's even their product. But the interface that those customers are using is different. Like the API is programmatic, whereas the other one, they may be using the dashboard and that kind of thing. And so again, there's still some level of distinction there. But I think incentives are a bit more aligned there. And I think that's really, like, in my opinion, that's kind of the core of what you're doing for developer relations, is how aligned are your incentives in developer relations with what the rest of the company is trying to do, because you'll have a lot more buy-in. It'll just the work that you're doing will change shape pretty drastically. Well, like it has for me actually at Dropbox, going from the Dropbox API to the HelloSign API.
HelloSign, right? Definitely. Okay, perfect.